It is. I sit there and I say over and over, you know what? Your marriage is top priority. When you are married, that is the number one thing in your life. When you all agree?
Yes.
That is the most important thing in your life, because if I'm not happy, do you think if I'm not happy, do you think you're gonna be happy? No. If you're not happy, are you gonna make me happy? No. Now, when I say make me happy, you can't make me happy. I can't make you happy, but I can contribute to you being happy. You can contribute to me being happy. Okay. Now, do your part as a wife. Let me do my part as a husband. If we're lacking in that area, then you need to point it out to that other person. And if I point it out to you, listen, we're lacking in that area. Let's pick it up a pace. Don't you think you should pick it up?
But you know what keeps also...
Don't you think that, hold on one second. My example is this. I take that calendar upstairs and I'll write down this. The calendar comes out in January. I'm going to go through the whole year as soon as I get the calendar. On January 2nd and 3rd, I've gone through that whole calendar and I've written down what I want to do. What I want to do with my wife. Once a month, I should be doing something with my wife. I tell my wife, hey, write down sex night. Man, we do not want to get into the habit of doing it just before we go. The same routine. Just before we go to bed at night. If we don't go to bed till 11 o'clock at night, we're going to do it just before we go to bed. We never do it when the sun up. We can only do it on the weekend. We can't do it on the weekday. You know, we don't want to put it's an emotional thing too. You all think that it's just physical thing for us. Not when it's somebody we love. When we're with somebody who we love, believe it or not, it's more than just a physical thing. It's an emotional thing too. And you have to soothe that. You have to stroke that also. You have to stroke that also. Like I said, it's a difference in being in love and loving a person. We talked about that. In love is that high infatuation. You can fall in and out of love with your husband or your boyfriend or your spouse or your fiance. You can fall in and out of love. But if you love them, that's what's going to stand when you go through all these problems and the headaches and stuff. You know, that feeling of wanting to be with them. What's loving? Loving is a strong care. I don't want anything to happen to that person. Loving that person is also, you know what? I want to know what that person is doing, how that person is doing today. Okay? Infatuation is that in love. You know, you get that butterflies when you kiss them, and you know that dies down. And when they give you something, you're thinking about them. You're thinking about them throughout the day, periodically. What can I buy him? What can I buy her? You know, that's when you're in love. That dies out and comes in, and dies out and comes in. Okay? But that love is the key. If you can love that person, if you fall in love with that person, that's the key. That's the thing that's going to hold you together. When you lose that love, I don't love her anymore, then you're not going to be in love. You're not going to be in love with her. So you know what? You have to communicate. You got to keep these lines open when you're with somebody, especially in a marriage, to say, we're lacking. You got to communicate. We're lacking in this department. She has to let you know, you're lacking in this department. I don't like how you talk to me. I don't like how you treat me. You guys got to come to a conclusion. And when you come to that conclusion, you have to stick to it. Yes.
And I also think that we as women have to understand, same as men have to understand, that we're two different individuals. You know, we're not going to love each other the same. His way of loving us as women may be different from our way of loving them as men, because we are nurturers, we are carers, we are, you know, we'll love to just sit down and just be romantic all the time, or, you know, let me brush your hair and stuff. But a man is not going to come and brush your hair and say, baby, I love you, let me scratch your scalp. I mean, some of them will, but their way of loving is more so like, I guess, like making sure we're protected or making sure we're taking care of, being responsible, whereas our love is so giving. So once we understand that their love is going to be different, you know, we can kind of like not be so aggressive or so angry when he's upstairs into his game or something like that, because they need their,
Don't forget to give you a kiss when we rushing to get to work because we running late, and you thinking you done got in your head psychologically, emotionally, we don't love you.
Yeah,
because we forgot to give you a kiss or something, or we didn't tell you we love you throughout that week because we had one of those stressful weeks, and you just, he been cheating on me, he got somebody else or something of that nature, or he didn't give me the last, you know, bite on his plate. He know I ate all my food, but I wanted some of his food and he wouldn't give it to me. I mean, this is too much emotions going on, and we don't understand all of that about y'all. And still to this day, I'm 46 and we still trying to figure you out. And
we're still trying to figure you guys out too.
Exactly. That's why we have to keep through this show. We're going to be able to figure each other out because we got a lot of episodes on this show. Let's go to the next question. All right. All right. Are there any questions in the audience? Did we strike something that you like? You know what? I wonder this. I wonder that. Anybody? Card. Female. From a female. How long should a woman wait to have sex after meeting a new guy? How long should a woman wait to have sex after meeting a new guy?
You said 90 days?
Somebody said 90 days.
Minimum of 90 days.
It depends on the relationship.
Somebody said it depends on the relationship. Should a woman have sex with us within the first 2 dates? Now, listen up. Some of y'all be sitting there saying, nuh-uh, nuh-uh. And yeah, some of you may have been the ones that said, like, first date, let's go. Keep it real, all right? As we see it, keeps it real, all right? If you want to keep that part quiet when I ask the question, don't say nothing. Yes.
I mean, it's no.
Come on.
I mean, I can say. I mean, it depends on the atmosphere or whatever. Because
ladies,
I'm a person that we did have on the second date, and we've been together almost 10 years.
See, it worked out.
So I mean, it depends on the relationship.
How many times have a woman rolled the dice when she slept with somebody fast? If you slept with him fast within 2 days, you slept fast with somebody else before you got married to him. True or fact? True or false? Okay. So look at the guys that went through. I want to make it like that. Look at the guys who have been with you that fast that didn't hang with you. You know, how does a woman feel? Because one of the questions is, how does a man feel if I slept with him one time, and after I slept with him the first time, I made it good, and she said I made it good, and I made sure I didn't answer his calls or see him ever again after that. He never got to know where she lived at, so there was nothing that he could do. She said, how is he feeling? I don't know if that was a payback or not, but that's one of the questions. How is he feeling? She paid him back. As a man, if a woman did that to me and she whipped it on me, I don't know, I guess I'm like Eddie Murphy and Boomerang. I'm like standing there saying, call me. If I can't hear from her, maybe that may wake him up to sit there and say, you know what? I need to check myself on how I treat women. Yeah. I need to check myself on how I treat women. Okay? All right? But how long? How long? As a man, how long would you really, we know you want this as fast as you can get it. Am I right? Keep it real.
Yeah.
But how long would you really want her?
But that deals with the mentality, though. During my days of player, yeah, I wanted to hit it. Second date, because see, it says new regime going on. 2 times, ain't no 3 times. I can keep it moving because somebody else is waiting.
Yep.
Now
See what I told
today,
you?
I really want to get to know you. Because I know if I stimulate the mind, I already got the body.
I think
Because if I keep on laying down with you and I get nothing, because I'm always jumping in relationships, I mean, as a man, somewhere along the line, it's going to beat me, it's going to kill me. And the respect started with moms I had for my mother. I don't want nobody doing that to her and my daughters and things of that nature. But if I'm doing it, damn, I can't say nothing if somebody else is doing it.
If I want you, hold on. If you want me to really get to know your mind, like women say, I really want you to get to know my mind. If you really want me to get to know your mind, I'm telling you this now. As long as you feel that I don't know you, then don't have sex with me. Because sex is going to block what I really see. Here's what I mean by that. Hold on. Sex is going to block what I really see. The sex is so good because she can be the worst person in bed, but the first time you're getting it, the first and second and third time you're getting it, it's something new to you. So you're going to think it's good. And I'm quite sure for women, they're probably thinking the same thing unless we're like this. Right. You know? So you're not looking at, you're so infatuated with how it feels to be with this person, and you're all into how it feels being with this person. You're not looking at any of the flaws at all. You're overlooking all of the flaws in a woman. Why do you think that 3 months later, 4 months later, you start hearing us complain about certain things? Why do you think that 3 or 4 months later, now we're like, you're doing something that irritates us? You were doing it when we first met. It didn't irritate us then. It was like, baby, oh, it's not a problem. You can spill something on our carpet. Not a problem, baby. Spill on this carpet now. Spill on the carpet now. If you want us to get to know you, and it's on you. This is the answer to that question. How long should I wait? It depends on how long your mind is telling you, now he knows me.
4 months.
4 months? You think it'll take 4 months for me to get to know you? It's not bad. Now, well, what if he leaves? Somebody ask another question. What if he leaves? Then he wasn't meant for you anyway. Because if I'm into you, I ain't going nowhere.